Have you ever used a tool outside of its intended purpose? In this video, I'm attempting to make multiple cuts with a miter saw and then clean the surface to create a half or even full circle bowl plate. Some might say it's dangerous, so let's find out if it really is. I started with an 18mm melamine board for the Jig Base. An 8mm hole was drilled to insert a wooden dowel. To make it work, I have to trim down the dowel length and hammer it into the hole. The goal was to have the dowel protrude not more than 5–6mm above the surface. I'll use this square American walnut piece. Its sides are 155 and the thickness is 35mm. I marked the center and adjusted the drill press drilling depth to ensure the hole was just a hair deeper than the dowel protrusion. A snug fit will ensure maximum accuracy and stability during the cuts. Now let's move on to the miter saw. First, I adjusted the jig position so the cutting blade is exactly in the middle of the wooden dowel. Once satisfied with the position, I clamped the board down. With one cutting axe adjusted, let's do the same with the other. The center of the cutting disc should be directly above the center of the wooden dowel. In this case, I need to adjust and lock the miter saw sliders. The center of the disc was found with the help of the square, and the miter saw sliders could be locked. Lastly, I need to adjust the cutting depth. I need to lower the blade as deeply as possible while still keeping a few millimeters of gap between the blade and the dowel. Here is the idea within the side view. This will be my lowest possible depth, but I will start a bit higher and gradually lower the blade to avoid any mistakes. If the blade goes too deep, the hole will be reached and exposed at the surface. Mounted walnut piece in place, double-checked if it sits snug and flat onto the jig, and fired up the miter saw for an endless cut marathon. The process is quite simple and repetitive. After each cut, I made a small turn to expose a fresh surface to the upcoming cut. If someone is curious, I'm using 260mm diameter cutting disc with 60 teeth. I work slowly, keeping an eye on where my hand is holding. Cut by cut, I sliced a full circle. Then I made one more pass to trim down the leftovers. Up until now, I was quite happy with my dust collection on this miter saw. But looking at the build-up around the tool now, I definitely will take a look at how to improve it. The majority of wood was removed, so I spun the walnut piece to clean up the surface. From this point, I'm going to lower the blade in small increments and deepen the bowl plate. It took me only 2 passes until I reached my lowest possible mark. I have to admit, I was a bit surprised by how well it worked. This one came out really nice. It looks quite interesting to see round and square shapes in one place. But what about some different shapes? Let's repeat all cutting actions and follow this marked pattern. The idea here is not to go all the way around with the cuts, but to keep small wood portions untouched. Those spikes will act as some sort of dividers and will split the bowl plate in 2 segments. And the miter saw is the only tool that could be able to make such a shape, where all wood turning blades will be useless. Within 2 iterations by lowering the blade, I was able to clean surface to perfection. So, is this method safe? Yes, if you know what you're doing and have enough experience with the power tools. What about the use case of those pieces? Well, this is a great serving and storage place for small bits and bobs, starting from car or apartment keys and finishing with coins. In case your imagination is really limited, then you could store some nuts and bolts. Okay, that was a joke. More sense will be small change separating from higher value coins. Or if a food-safe wood finish was used to store some sweets and snacks. Leave a comment or just hit the like icon if this video was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe for upcoming content. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye!